It started with an Obama podcast appearance confirming alien life.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen it.
Then, President Donald Trump stated,
He gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
from there, the momentum on UFO discussions snowballed until the White House announced it will be releasing its official UFO files. UFOs and aliens have long dominated pop culture and the global imagination. After decades of silence, the topic is finally out in the open. For decades, we have been asking questions, only to be deprived of information, denied answers, and treated like children who can't bear the truth. In that silence, conspiracy theories fill the void, from NASA cover-ups and moon landing hoaxes to top-secret military tech, ancient aliens, reptilians, greys, extra-dimensional beings, even biblical characters like the Nephilim, demons, and then Project Blue Beam. But could it really be possible? What is the actual science behind the possibilities of alien life? Could they even travel the vastness of space? What about the Fermi paradox, the Great Filter, and the terrifying possibility of hostile intergalactic entities? And most importantly, what if they are real? How will society function with the reality of aliens living among us? How will it change our geopolitics, our culture, and our faith? Today, we are not here to just gossip or blindly believe. We will tackle all sides of this issue with clear heads and elevate the discourse in Philippine social media. If you like these kinds of content, then you must subscribe now. Joining us is Camilla Andrea, a microbiologist and speculative science fiction writer who brings both hard science and imaginative possibilities to the table. Also with us is comics writer, artist, and publisher Charles Lianto, also known as Joker Inc. from Pulsar Press. And completing our panel is TJ D. Macali, an MIT professional futurist and science communicator who will help us understand how this could reshape our world if it becomes reality. And I am Comics Man Gerald Dorado, moderator, host, and active participant in this exciting conversation. Enter the battlefield of ideas. This is Comics Man Crossfire. Let us start the conversation. So, we had that Obama thing that happened na nasabi niya, natanong siya sa isang podcast, meron bang aliens? Are aliens real? And he blurted out, they are real. So that was enough to get the internet rolling and people asking about aliens again. And si Trump naman, sabi niya, nag-disclose si Obama ng classified information. Actually, nagyabang pa nga siya. Sabi niya, para hindi siya mapahamak, de-declassify niya na lang. Gagaya si paring Donald eh. So, ngayon, from there, madami silang dineclassify ng mga UFO and UAP files. Thousands of pages right now in the United States Department of War. Nandun dun sa website ng Department of War, meron silang page doon, especially for declassified UFO things. Okay? Papakita pa ba natin yon? Maybe later, okay? Right now kasi, sobrang dami ng mga declassified stuff na nandun. And you don't really have the time. I don't know if anyone has the time to sort things out and see kung ano talagang nandun. Pero as far as I know, parang dun sa mga nakita ko, parang mga typical na mga video footage, ganyan. Tapos merong mga interviews, merong mga accounts ng supposedly gray aliens na nakita or what. So basically, it's still the same. But right now, the government, or at least the United States, is open into exposing what they have. What do you think, guys? Ikaw muna, TJ.
Apa, nasalang ka agad. So, sige, teka, himayin muna natin yun. First of all, dun sa statement ni Obama, Well, as with most U.S. presidents, he's very keen on the words he's very careful with what he says, what he doesn't
Mhm.
say. At mapapansin natin, dun mismo sa statement niya, it was very glib, no? And there are many ways that this can be interpreted. No? Most strikingly, he neither confirmed nor denied. No?
Yeah.
So neither. No, let me clarify. He neither confirmed nor denied that we have evidence of extraterrestrials right now in our hands, or rather in U.S. government hands to be precise. Tinanong lang naman siya kung merong aliens, and his answer is, is very plausible. Yes, there are aliens, pero he falls short of saying that there's actual evidence. Fast forward din dun sa reveals, no. And you're right, it's voluminous information, but from what I've seen and what a lot of other people have seen is they are what they are, literally. That these are documented phenomena that are not explained, but there is no categorical statement that any of these unexplained phenomena are of alien origin. So, and yun, honestly, inisip ko noong una, baka naman kasi sa dami nga nung ng datos, baka hindi ko lang nakita. But I find it unlikely that it's been how long since these documents were declassified, and hanggang ngayon wala na, there's no smoking gun, there's no one. I'm sure the internet at large has combed through this, and if there was something, or there'd be probably a Reddit thread out there pointing to it. Aha, ito. Pero wala eh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That said, that said, kung ano naman, kung sa scientific community naman, well, the scientific community actually has never said there's no such thing as aliens. No? Pero ang tanong doon is, how do we find, and that's a whole different conversation, of course, how do we find them? Where do we find them? Diba? And there have been efforts like that, SETI off the top of my head. I guess what we can conclude with a counterpoint, there's a Harvard astrophysicist by the name of Avi Loeb who has
Mhm.
time and again talked about interstellar bodies coming, or sorry, rather extra. What's the word I'm looking for? Bodies coming into the solar system that he says might be alien probes. No, the most I forgot the most recent one, but the one he's most famous for is Oumuamua several years ago. I think this was in 2018 or 2019. Long story short, it's this massive thing that entered the solar system and then passed away, but passed out of the solar system after a while. And he was saying, it might be alien. And he
Yeah.
has said, he said this about several bodies. But the point that's an interesting counterpoint, kasi it's easy to dismiss AV Loeb as a crackpot or a crazy person. Pero ang punto nung ginagawa niya is he's trying to get the general public to think differently about phenomena, not just be dismissive or not just take what they see for granted that's out there. Always be open to possibilities, essentially what he's saying. So I guess that for me at least that's what I see happening. No? There's this big area of unknown na madaling sabihin na yes, aliens yan. Itong mga to lumilipad to, yes, aliens yan. Are they posible? Yes, but are they really? Walang conclusive proof. So that unknown area is something that funnily enough falls into the area of belief na depende rin sa mga.
Yeah. How about you, Chuck? What are your initial reactions?
First of all, I haven't seen the Joe Rogan podcast with Obama.
No,
Pero,
hindi Joe Rogan yun. But never mind. But yeah, it's a
Hindi Joe
podcast.
Rogan.
Oo.
Okay, so yeah, but I've been fascinated with the theory of aliens existing na, because we've had a lot of literature that kind of relates to that, like the Lovecraftian series, yung mga ancient horrors like Cthulhu, Dagon, stuff like that. Also in modern literature, we have Superman, we have Martian Manhunter. So we've always been kind of very curious about life out there. Pero kasi yun nga, there are organisms that can survive the vacuum of space, like the tardigrades, the water bears.
Mhm.
Yeah, they can survive the vacuum of space, so they could be aliens. Also, with the history of cultural religion, like the Egyptians, some people say cats were aliens. That's why we have Bastet, the Egyptian cat goddess. So parang also when you interact with cats, they feel like you feel like cats think they're below you. So parang it kind of ano, we're a better species than you. Yung tingin nila sa'yo. So parang are we keeping them as pets or are we their pets?
Uh, okay. How about you? Initial reactions, Camilla?
Yung fascination kasi natin sa aliens, usually, I think it came from the thinking na ano ba yung mas nakakatakot? Yung idea na tayo lang yung existing na sentient life in the whole universe, or mas nakakatakot ba na there's life out there? Parang ganon yung laging thought process dun eh. And sa akin naman, yung limits natin would be yung current technology that we have. Yung, with our current technology, we're only limited to kung ano yung pwede natin i-observe within our immediate environment and yung accessible gamit yung current technology natin. And hindi naman sa I'm still open with the idea of extraterrestrials and their existence or coexistence. May idea din na gano'n, diba? Na possibly they are already coexisting with us and hidden yung message nila on our DNA. But usually kasi yung mga nakukuhanan before would be possibly hindi lang abot nung technology. Like, kunwari, nakita lang na hindi, iba yung shape, tapos parang yung pagkakuha ng camera is blurry or something like that. And we also try to make sense of whatever we observe. Like, for example, there's this discussion na may possibility na yung mga tinatawag na vampires and werewolves would have had some sort of a disease, tapos hindi lang nila na or disorder, tapos hindi lang naiintindihan yun ng mga tao before. So, they speculated and formed stories in their minds. Parang ganun. And same with, I also remember this CIA declassified case during the Cold War ops. Yung, hindi kasi nila masugpo yung armed resistance sa Philippines and alam na alam yung terrain. So, hirap sila. So, ang ginawa nila, since they capitalized on the spirituality side of the Filipinos, so nagpakalat sila ng kwento about an aswang. And yun yung eventually nakatalo sa Filipinos back then.
Yeah. Mga hukbalahap, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So, it's there's a lot of actually there's a lot of facets in this conversation, from cultural, from the science to the scientific, to kahit nga yung societal the societal implications of us, because we right now we live in a world na tayo lang, right? So what happens if all of a sudden may aliens pala and they reveal themselves? But what do you think is the likelihood? Okay, kasi right now parang it's it's fun to think about it, pero sa totoo lang parang if you wanna really be rational kung totoo ba talaga na may mga aliens na let's say totoo yung sinabi ni Obama was literal, they are real. What kind of aliens would that be? Obviously, it's not the Independence Day type na merong mothership, kasi we should have seen the mothership by now kung meron, di ba? Or at least that's what I'd like to think. Kasi madami namang mga amateur na astronomers di ba? So, could they be parang mga drones? Could they be parang mga slaves lang yung mga yon, or maybe robots? Because right now, kung meron man, it's you can't really tell. Is there a civilization underneath the earth? Kasi ganun yung mga naiisip ng mga tao di ba? So parang, pero if you're gonna ask me, parang medyo unlikely na parang it would be really surprising. It would be very, kumbaga parang siguro mapapatumbling ako sa wow. Pag ano, pag biglang nalaman ko na may mga ano pala, may mga alien pala talaga dito, tapos we had zero idea. What do you guys think? How about you, Charles?
Okay, so the posit was maybe in outer space travel for the alien. Maybe that's why we don't see them as often in the sky like Independence Day, no?
Mm-hmm.
Kasi nga, outer space is very massive and the time it for one species from another planet pa lang, it takes months na. The nearest one, di ba? If I'm not wrong. Mars takes like 3 months to travel. Paano pa kung nasa ibang solar system, di ba?
Yeah.
Di pa nga tayo nakalampas ng solar system natin.
Oo nga eh.
Pero yun nga, in the past, we've had some cultural references. Like, what if they're underwater, like Atlantean? What if they're hiding underground, like yung mga pockets na may, like there are pockets underground where there's still or a forest, a jungle.
Hollow Earth theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there might be a civilization they're hiding thousands of years. Or maybe they're hiding somewhere like the mountains, behind clouds, behind the moon.
But what is the likelihood na may ganun sa tingin mo?
Maybe there's like less than 1%.
Less than 1%?
I mean, possible. Very improbable, but possible.
Okay. How about you, TJ? At what percentage would you peg it?
That's a good question. But scientists have already thought of that for quite a while now.
Comicsman Crossfire is a fully independent production that champions free speech through real conversations, principled debates, and unfiltered exchange of ideas from the best people we can find. You can support this program by joining our YouTube membership, which gives you access to the unedited live streams of the episodes, or by sending direct donations through this QR code. Salamat at mabuhay kayong lahat.
Merong tinatawag na Drake equation, no? And you can look this up. Basically, without going into the details, kasi miski ako, pag math, nalulula na ako. But the basic idea of the Drake equation is, if you think about the number of stars in the galaxy, think about number of those stars that have planets, and of those planets, which of those are habitable, and which of those habitable planets actually developed life that evolved into intelligent life. No? So maraming iterations for that to go through, diba? And of course, itong mga variable na to, there are no fixed numbers for that. So in a roundabout way, that's basically saying sa the scientific community, depende kung sino kausap mo, it's either the highly pessimistic was 0 or in the thousands or even millions, depending on how you interpret those variables. No? Pero kahit na hindi natin idaan sa mathematics, parang ang hirap isipin na sa dami ng bituin na nakikita natin sa langit, kahit na isang kapiranggot lang nun na merong buhay, kahit na yun, even if you don't think about alien life as intelligent life, you may just think about life outside of Earth. Sa dami na nakikita nating bituin sa langit, parang hirap isipin na tayo lang yun nandito, which is my stance. I mean, there's no proof that aliens exist, but I would find it highly improbable kung tayo lang nag-iisa. But it's also not impossible. No? So that brings the discussion naman dun sa, okay, if aliens exist, then why haven't we seen them? No? At yun, maraming speculation din dun kung bakit. Andun kasi yung presumption that aliens have a physical form, that they are biological entities like ourselves. Ang daming assumptions na kailangan gawin when you think about aliens. They have a physical form in our space na carbon-based or other material. Tapos meron silang technology to travel or to communicate using the electromagnetic spectrum, kunwari, di ba? Pero these are just assumptions. We're not really sure if that's exactly what's happening. Kasi for all we know, they might be just like a Dagon, just like the horrors of the Cthulhu mythos. They might be interdimensional beings na they exist in different dimensions to ours. So hindi natin talaga makita. They could be communicating using other means that's beyond our current level of intelligence. And even if they are using the electromagnetic spectrum, baka yung patterns na ginagamit nila to communicate each other, hindi natin nakikita yon or naintindihan yon as something intelligible, di ba? So ang daming pwedeng ganun eh. Or it could be also that they just don't want to have anything to do with us, no? And this was illustrated a while back by a short story. They're made out of meat.
Yeah.
I forgot the author, but
Yeah.
it's really fun story. Na basically ang premise ng sci-fi story is mag-uusap yung dalawang alien na parang, Chong, may natagpuan akong planeta. Isipin mo yung mga nandun, gawa sila sa karne. Ano? Bakit karne? Nabubulok yun. Ganun yung kwentuhan nila. Tapos
Oo.
ang end ng kwento, parang wag na natin sila kausapin. Worthless kausapin ng mga yan kasi ang iksi ng lifespans niyan, ang nabubulok sila, ganyan. So let's not bother with them. So it could be just that. Na we're below their attention span. Or we're beneath them in a lot of ways. So that might be why they don't reveal themselves to us.
Yeah. And it's like you finding an anthill by the road, parang would you really go, would you
Right,
really
diba? Parang
ah.
bakit po diba?
How about you, Camilla?
Actually, gusto ko mag-add dun sa sinabi ni TJ. I was actually preparing to talk about that kasi
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I heard it on Ancient Aliens, yung idea na yun na possibly if we place ourselves as a reference frame, possibly yung aliens would be too advanced for us and they think that we're really beneath them and wala silang pake sa atin. Much like, yun nga, yung how wala tayong pake sa anthill na makikita natin. They have this whole system in their colony, kinda like that. And may idea din naman na possibly, again, using our current time as a reference frame, possibly hindi pa evolve yung alien extraterrestrial species outside our realm. So, wala pang way for them to communicate to us. Parang ganun. And yung isa ko pang gustong i-point out, actually, I wanted to not discount the probability of alien life existing. Kasi, as I've said earlier, possibly we're just limited with what we currently know and our current technology. Every day we discover new things. The scientific community discovers new things na kahit yung previously sinasabi na hindi possible, nagiging possible upon new discovery. For example, there's this new observation or discovery by scientists na challenged yung basic tenet of biology. Yung we need to have, for a new DNA to exist or a new genetic material to exist, we need to copy it from another nucleotide or another nucleotide. So, there's this new observation na nag-break dun sa rule na yun, na considered widely considered na true siya. So, na recently lang na break siya. Tapos, there was a creation of new DNA material from scratch, directly from a protein, something like that.
Okay. So
Actually, I'm really thankful I'm no longer studying those things kasi dadagdag pa siya sa review.
yeah, well, let me remind everyone. You have a background in microbiology. Did you practice microbiology before or sa
Years
medicine? Ganun?
before, yes. I am
Are
a
you a doctor?
biologist. I was a med school.
I see. Okay. So that's another aspect of this conversation. The biology of the aliens. Are they like what TJ said? Could they be like us na parang meat, 'di ba? Carbon based because they can be silicon based, they can be energy based, they could be who knows what else based. And another thing lang din is kasi yung mga nabanggit natin is like there's this the idea of superior, ultimately superior beings na mga aliens. But then again, keep in mind na most probably most other life forms outside the earth, if there are any, would probably be microbes, di ba? And there's this thing also called the great filter, this idea of the great filter, where if a species like us, di ba, gets to a point sa civilization, mabot tayo, and then all of a sudden, we're gearing up for space, but then we ultimately destroy each other first before we get there. 'Di ba? So that's the filter. Will our species be able to get past that? Kasi if we're gonna destroy ourselves to begin with, then there's no chance na maging interplanetary or intergalactic species tayo. 'Di ba? So there's a lot of angles that you can talk about this eh. And also yung the fact na sometimes yung pagiging unique pa lang ng Earth. 'Di ba? Have you seen those yung mga TikTok videos, yung may channel na parang i-alter mo lang something about the Earth, like let's say make the moon larger. And then the earth will destroy itself. 'Di ba? Kumbaga ilayo mo lang ng konti o kaya let's say bawasan mo lang ng 1% yung lakas ng sun, the earth will become a snowball basically. So those are factors na parang ito yung isang pinaka one of the most amazing things that makes our existence on earth unique. Mamaya natin puntahan yun.
I think I know what you were talking about earlier. Yung What If channel yata yun.
Yeah.
There's also a YouTube channel, What If yung pangalan ng channel.
Yeah, there's a TikTok and the Reels channel na parang i-alter niya lang. Let's say lagyan natin ng dalawang sun ang Earth or kaya gawin nating basta or kaya ilagay mo yung tanggalin mo yung Jupiter. Mga ganun. And a lot of times the Earth just life suffers. And ganun ang ending. Tapos there's this ano yung sasabihin ko? I forgot what I was about to say.
Yung while you're thinking about that,
Yeah.
sinasabi mo, merong konsepto there are several touch points na sinabi no. First of all is, although I forgot the exact yung the idea that the universe seems to be fine-tuned for life as we know it. Kasi nga daw kung on the microscopic level, on subatomic level, kung yung balance ng basic forces ng atoms or any different, it would prevent the creation of complex heavier elements and complex atoms that were necessary for life as we know it, di ba? Pero kahit na nasa macro level, mayroong tinatawag na Goldilocks zone sa palibot ng isang star na kung saan pwedeng maging liquid yung water, which as we know is essential to life. Again, as we know it, no? Kasi kung masyadong malapit siya, mag-boil off yung water. Kung masyadong malayo, mag-freeze yung mundo. Kaya kailangan i-couch yun. It's talking about life as we know it, carbon-based life, that based din sa tubig. Pero yun nga, parang what if yung mga ibang planeta na merong buhay, even intelligent life at that, iba yung ginagamit nila, di ba, na basic building blocks. I think what you were referencing earlier. I'll just leave it at that. No? Yung sinasabi nila na the universe seems fine-tuned for life, seems to point, and I know this is opening a can of worms, it seems to point at a grand design. It seems to point to intelligent design. Pero ang counter-argument ng rationalists doon, ibang scientists, I think most notably it was Hawking mismo who said that na baliktad eh. Kasi it's easy to think that the universe is fine-tuned for life so that we could exist. But the reverse is also true. If the universe were not fine-tuned for life, then we wouldn't exist. So in all the possibilities out there might be a lot of, again, that delves onto that hypothesis of many worlds hypothesis, na ang daming alternate reality, most of those probably don't contain life kasi iba, as we know it, again, kasi iba yung yung pagkaka-arrange ng molecules, iba yung pagkaka-arrange ng mga fundamental elements ng mga mundo na yun. Therefore, they would not evolve intelligent beings like us to wonder about it. So, parang binabaliktad yung yun yung counter argument.
Yeah, before I go to Charles, naalala ko na yung sasabihin ko. One example na that yung sinasabi mo na fine-tuned talaga yung Earth is yung fact that the moon and the sun looks about the same size when you see it in the sky, despite being one very much bigger than the other, yung sun sa moon, 'di ba? Pero they were positioned in space, yung distance niya from the earth, so that when you see it in the sky, they would be about the same size pag tiningnan mo, 'di ba? So, sabi nga ni Neil deGrasse Tyson, baka dito lang sa Earth ka pwedeng makakita ng isang eclipse na talagang makikita mo yung corona yung talagang sakto. Just the probability of that happening somewhere else again could be very low, because if you go to Mars, walang ganun. Or the sun is already much smaller when you see it from Mars, 'di ba? So that event, yung talagang yung corona ng sun, seeing it after getting covered by the moon, that could be a uniquely Earth experience. Okay, so Charles, how about you?
So for me, I'm gonna try to be the devil's advocate here. I don't think the universe, even this planet, is built for human life. Kung yun lang yung kung lahat ng life, pwede naman. Kasi yun nga, we have primordial microscopic species. Pero for human life, we're kind of very less than 1%. Because according to Dr. Tyson, we've had at least 5 mass extinctions on Earth pa lang. Recorded na alam natin. Kasi there was like a time where the Earth was populated by plant life, pero the bacteria wasn't evolved enough to metabolize plant life. So the planet was just full of dead trees that didn't decompose. Also, yun nga, the surface of our planet is 70% water, and we can't habitate there. I mean, fish, sure. I think fish can outnumber humans for like 100 to 1. Paano pa yung shrimp? Paano pa yung crabs? Yung species ng crabs, ilan na? Species ng kahit sa land, ants outnumber us 1,000 to 1. And also to eat us if we die. So yung stuff like that, I think it's not very fine-tuned for human life. Also, some species can some species can survive in volcanic shafts, like the volcanic snails, radiation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what was the counterpoint?
No. I was about to say, I think it's also Neil deGrasse Tyson who said the Earth is actively trying to kill you. It's a very